Hey, Igniting Faith family, I wanted to jump on really quick and let you know this morning we kicked off our free Igniting Faith challenge, and I just wanted to invite you into that. Inside my free Mighty Networks community, there is the replay to that session this morning that I had with a group of wonderful individuals who are just on fire for the Lord and for the calling that they have over their lives. And I want to invite you into that challenge because it's not too late. It's never too late with God's grace. And by joining the Mighty Networks community, you have access to that live video where we share a message about what faith is, why it's important, and a little some testimonies too about my journey of why I found that faith is so important on this walk of entrepreneurship in our callings. But essentially what the challenge is going to be doing is I'm inviting you into the gym of building your faith. Just like our physical muscles, our faith is a muscle to be exercised too. And it's a wide spectrum. So if you and I both go to the gym right now, you and I will more than likely be picking up different weights depending on where we're at in that journey, depending on whether or not we've been to the gym consistently for the last year, or if we're just getting started. There's no shame or condemnation in it. It's just about where we're at, right? Well, the same is true for our faith muscles. So essentially, my job, the Lord has really showed me, is to reverse engineer this principle. And we're starting out with the foundation, the basics. So what's the end goal, essentially, right? So the end goal is that you're thinking with Jesus consistently to receive heaven's blueprints for the calling over your life, right? And you're able to take thoughts captive, because we live in a busy world that's vying for attention, that's trying to tell you a secular way of doing it, and God's economy is completely different, really, if we're being honest. So I want to help you develop the ability and the strength to take thoughts captive in the middle of no matter what circumstance that you may be facing, so you can think with Jesus consistently for those divine strategy over your life and business. But what happens is how do we do that? Well, this is how we do it. We have to get into the gym of faith. We have to create habits of faith that lead us to thinking with Jesus consistently, so we can take thoughts captive and receive that divine strategy. So we're laying the foundation right now. We're laying the foundation. So you have a strong foundation. And guys, I'll be completely honest with you. I shared with the group today that this last week and a half, my routine has kind of fallen short because we're in a transition right now of moving my son from his crib to his big boy bed. And he thinks waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning is just the best thing since sliced bread. And so anyway, I share that to tell you it's kind of altered my morning routine. So I'm having to adjust and make adjustments. So this last week and a half, it hasn't quite looked like the way it normally does. So it's important for me to reestablish what my faith routine looks like. Maybe that means me now getting up a little earlier than I used to because, he was up at 6 a.m. this morning and he can just pop out of bed, right? So even though I flexed this muscle for a while, there are transitions and changes in our life that will throw us off course. So this challenge is designed for anyone. It's designed for someone who is just getting started on their journey of faith, or for someone who is more seasoned but wants to kind of check back in and have that annual checkup to say, hey, am I really pacing where I need to be? Let's make a small tweak here or there. Or was there something in my life that kind of threw me off balance that I need to have that checkup and that accountability and support? So inside my Mighty Network community, that's the dinging you're hearing right now, inside my Mighty Networks community, this community is designed to be a sacred, safe place that you can support one another on this journey of faith, right? Just like we spoke about job today, and life isn't always rainbows and fairy tales, right? So it's a community designed to lift us up when challenging circumstances happen, and to cheer us on and cheer us on when those wins do happen, and pray for each other, and to walk out this journey of faith in our businesses together in partnership so we're not alone. And I really felt like the Lord wanted me to take it off of Facebook for a number of reasons. One being just so that you can have the focus and not have the distractions. I'm guilty of it too. I mean, we get into the scrolling habit. And I know that the Lord is moving me into a new season where I'm going to have more focused attention on those He's asking me to serve. That's just one of the reasons why I've decided to move it off of social media. But this is your invitation to jump into the Igniting Faith Challenge starting today. The replay is in the community. This is your sacred home to ignite your faith and have a supportive community behind you who is walking out their entrepreneur journey together, arm in arm, right? So I'm going to drop that link there below for anyone that would like to join us over the next 21 days and beyond. That community is still going to be there beyond the 21-day commitment that I'm asking you to make for that support. And it's free, guys. There's no excuse. When are we going to start? When are we going to say, now is the time to think with Jesus? There is no better time than now. And there's no better time. There's so much support in there. And let us pour into you and love on you and cast out any fear that may be over you and break any strongholds in Jesus' name as you walk into this new season of elevating your faith. Much love. I'll see you inside the Igniting Faith Challenge.